Hello once again, everybody. It is time for another stream with me, your annoying host, Fuzzbite. How's it going? Hey, look at that, I am annoying. I don't know where YouTube will decide to start that, so I'm going to assume that it went, and then from there we'll go on. Anyways, yeah. So, for those of you watching in the future, here's a little preemptive warning. This is a game dev stream. Probably not the best thing to watch. If you enjoy the rambles and hanging out and whatever, and just kind of background noise, feel free. I'm not gonna be upset. But yeah, if you're checking out this video, feel free to check out something in my videos tab before this, because this is going to be a lot of just hanging out, coding, slamming my head, that sort of wonderful, annoying stuff. So I wouldn't be upset if you click off. Anyways, with that, let's keep going. Let's get going. So let's see. So from what I recall, this little thing has the, if I click new game, we have the player movement mostly functioning. For some reason, left and right are swapped, which is cool. So that's something we're going to need to fix. Wait. I realized I spun this last time, because I was playing with this for 5 minutes to kind of like refamiliarize myself with the project. What's the rotation on this stuff? Because if there's a rotation on this, then that's an issue. Okay, so you have 0 transformation. You have 0 transformation. Your rotation is just down a little bit. Okay. Your transformation is not thing. Okay, well, that's the chain, so that's all that matters. So, I'm going to delete the spotlight, because the spotlight won't matter at all. I actually don't... Oh, no, I do remember why I had the spotlight. It's because I was testing things. You're to testing... Hey Grayson, how's it going? Welcome to Barnes and no, where did I go? Where did it go? Where did what go? What happened? What happened? What's going on? What you lose? Also, how you doing? You doing well? Having a good day? Today I'm just gonna be jamming with some game dev stuff. The Knoll? Oh, the Barnes and no. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. But yeah. How you doing? Today I'm just gonna be vibing, doing some game dev stuff. What about you? What you up to? What you got going on? You doing well? I hope you're doing well. Let's see. So this is the player movement test script. So let's just frickin' roll with this. So new game. So the blocks do load in. Yep. Forward, back, right, left. Okay. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, I see. So, we'll just be like, rah, yeah. So the issue that I'm currently having that I just realized is that I need to adjust this, and I need to do something else. There we are. Okay. I was just telling some mean DMs to like go hushy. Also, what's this game? This game is Godot currently. No, this game is a little sort of platformer, 3D platformer type thing that I'm working on. The idea is that at the end of the platforming stuff, I will not the platforming stuff, but I'm trying to think of what it is. At the end of the what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to form like a whole story. One of my previous game dev things, I sort of talked about it. I should probably cut it out into like a short or something that I can reference. Because I'm probably going to be asked that question a lot. So it'd be a good idea for me to try and make something concise that I can link to. But yeah, the sort of TLDR is a cute little 3D platformer to like mess around on and whatever. So yeah. So let's see. Did I rotate this? I don't recall which one I rotated. Because I just wanted to rotate the mesh. Yeah, so we don't want to rotate you. We literally just want to rotate kind of both of you, actually. There's 180. Awesome. All right, save that. Rerun that, and then let's see how this goes. Is it on mobile as well? I'm going to make it desktop first, because being completely real, this is going to be my first game. I don't know any of the thorns yet. My ambitious statement is on all the platforms and all the things and all that wonderful stuff, right? The issue is I ultimately don't know, right? And that's going to be the primary concern. So I can't promise it. I would like to. It will be my preference to, but I have no, I have no certainty that it will or won't. My hope is yes though. Like my genuine hope is yes. So we'll have to see about that, I suppose. Let's see. So where am I going with this? So what I need to do first is, so the player is not supposed to float down all magically like that. Not want to use my mouse there. Nope, go away. Okay, so let's see. We got, excuse me, I'm trying to go to this. There we are. What type is it, like parkour? What kind of, yeah. Like, are you aware of the game Hat in Time? Let's see. Player. Let's see. It would be under... It's player movement, isn't it? What would it be under? Player management? No, that wasn't a script. 09 mesh collision shape. 09 underscore move. Okay. So move. Move. 9 movement.gd. That one doesn't sound correct. 09. 09. Nope. Okay. 9 underscore movement. That one looks correct. But yeah, so like, what I want to do, I guess, to expand a little bit more is I want to do something that's kind of in line with the idea of something like something kind of like a bit more like serious toned, but kind of plays similar to something like Mario or whatever. So what I did ages ago was, you'll see here, this is like a concept art of like what I did, or what this is going to kind of be like vibe wise, if you get the idea. So it's going to be kind of like a horror platformer combo. It's not going to be like too like intense. It's more going to be kind of just vibe for horror, right? But that's kind of the idea. Also, hey Adam, how's it going? How you doing? You doing well? I know we're kind of DMing for like 5 minutes, but like, still hope you're doing well either way. Let's see, so we're gonna swap that to a positive, we're gonna swap that to a negative, because, oh no, those are incorrect. It's, that's gonna be the negative, this is gonna be the positive. There we are. And then let's try this one more time, because I want to make sure the directions are correct before I move further. Yeah, alright, cool, there's the directions. Did I normalize it? I don't recall if I normalized it. Vector field velocity, I did not normalize it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do that. Let's see. To do normalize the movement vec movement underscore vec. There we are. There we are. And then what's up? Oh, I apologize. I have received a call. So give me just a second. Hi, sorry. I'll give you context for this because absolute pain in the ass. So, long story short, what's happening is that a family member of mine got in like a traffic dispute, and like they're very insistent they're in the right, and they're gonna like go like the whole way with court and whatever. So there's like, you know, multiple thousands of dollars in the lines and cost of lawyers and stuff like that. And it's funny because so what I did is I uploaded the videos, like it's not anything graphic, right? But it's just like I uploaded their videos to YouTube as an unlisted video as like a backup. And like you're not gonna be able to find these. They're unlisted. It's like a random Gerbil title. You're not finding them, right? But what's very funny about this is that they wanted me to back up the videos, so I did to the YouTube as I mentioned before, which is very funny. And then now, what's so bothersome about this to me and why that took so long is because the SD card where the videos were saved, they lost the SD card. They don't know where it went. And then now they're freaking out, upset at me, worried that like the guy's gonna try to take down the video or something that's on YouTube. And like I'm just sitting here and I'm like, dude, you're upset at me because I fucking upload them to YouTube because it's the only thing you guys have fucking like half of like a sense in your brain to fucking use, right? And like, to be clear, I know it's not perfect, but the idea is that it'd be easy for them to share with their lawyer and stuff, so whatever. And like, to be very clear, I understand YouTube is not a great backup medium either. It's just like whatever, it's easy, right? And, yeah, it's really funny because now they're, like, freaking out on me. Like, oh my god, we need these now! We don't know where the memory card went! Like, why the fuck did you do this? And it's just like, so you're blaming me for losing a memory card that I very clearly gave back to you and made sure I had your acknowledgement that you had it. Like, excuse me? Like, excusez-moi? Excusez-toi? Les fucking pardon? And then they're like, oh, well, like, why can't we just download them right now? And it's like, I have no space on any of my drives. And even if I did, I'm not, like, I can't give any of them to you. So, like, that's not going to work either. So, like, we're gonna have to deal with this tomorrow. Plus, I'm trying to stream to you guys as well, which was, like, the unspoken reason. And then, yeah, they're just, like, freaking out. And it's just like, dude. Like, yeah, like, holy heck. So bothersome. So bothersome. Let's see, so we're gonna do right. Let's see, then we're gonna do... so this is right, this is left. Space pound. This is, backwards, I believe. And then I believe this one's forwards. Pound, forwards. Close enough to my predictions, I guess. What was your prediction? I love how incredibly happy Vol looks silently talking, yet for all I know he's trying to negotiate an extension for his car payment. I mean, it is related to cars, so hey, it was close enough. Yeah, no, it's just the whole thing, right? And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, yeah, I'm not driving out of town, and they're like, well, what if the lawyer reports it? And it's like, they're not reporting it. Like, they're just not. So, good attempt, but no. So let's see. So for some reason, the Y is being extra weird here. And it's not really working properly, because if we hit the play button, and we go like this, and we go new game, and I go like this, you can see that, like, my movement... Am I falling? Oh, I'm very slowly falling. Okay. Is it because gravity is, like, incredibly low? Excuse you? Here, one second. I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna walk off the ledge. Okay, so I am falling consistently. Okay, weird. Alright, I guess gravity is really low then? Let's see, rigid body. So all the angular velocities is dampened. Let's see, mass. They're not gonna be like a kilogram. They're gonna be like 40 kilograms, probably. 40 kigs. 40 kigs. Physics material is gonna be something. Center of mass auto, deactivation. Not really gonna worry about that. Solver. Ooh, lock rotation on. Haha, ha 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 ha. Anyways, will there be camera rotation? Yeah, totally. I'm just trying to make sure, like, that I have, like, an okay base to, like, work on before I go, like, way too hard into it, right? Let's see. Angular, no angular, constant forces is going to be gravity. Would this be where I apply gravity? I don't know if that's where I'd want to apply gravity. Because this is a rigid body. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to think if I would want rigid body to be like the thing, or if it would be... No, rigid body makes sense. Rigid body makes sense. So I did some ridge locking, whatever you want to call that. But yeah, so I spawned like way above for some reason. That's fine. This is very slow movement. So let's start tweaking some variables, shall we? So let's see. Let's see. So let's do export this at export. And then that's going to need to be at least like 4 times. It's going to at least need to be 4 times. Let's see. Do I need to resend my implementation so that you can look at it? Nah, it should be okay. As I mentioned, I'm trying to figure out a lot of this stuff myself, right? So you get the idea. Okay, so that right there is something that really bothers me. Is I don't like movements that are not linear. So you can see that this is taking the movement vector x times that times that. So what I would need to do is I would need to do something like a self dot linear underscore velocity. Would it be plus? I think it would be plus like whatever the result of that is. V yank v paste. And then this would be the y instead of the... Or not the y, that'd be the z. Oh, I said not look at it. Oh, sorry. My apologies, I misread that. Chat is something that is like... Listen, I'm stupid. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Me attempting to say anything else is just silly. What did I butcher here? Plus that times that. 53. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. So that just needs to be dot x. This needs to be a dot z. I think I did that wrong, but whatever. We're gonna just try to relaunch that. Let's see, new game, no game. Whoa. Okay. All right. Well, pseudo physics works now, so that's perfect. We're already freaking halfway there. So now this number needs to be way smaller. And then I basically need to add a clamping force so that the velocity doesn't go too fast. Let's see, because... you know, that's actually pretty okay momentum. I want to be a little bit more aggressive on the acceleration. So I think I'd do probably like 80. And then what I want to do is I then want to do... like a math, that'd be like a math dot, oh wait, no, they don't have a clamp function, do they? I had to do like a Volbyte math, didn't I? Do they have a clamp? Let's see, function global scope, dot clamp, value variant, minimum, maximum variant. Okay, yeah, so just input, output, whatever. Okay, so let's do that then. So we're gonna do, clamp. We're activating the clamps. Whoops. Nope, don't not want to do that. Okay, so now that we're here, clamp. And then up here, we're gonna want to do, at export var, max underscore, velocity. Hey, Adam, you're good at, physics stuff, ain't ya? What would be the way to get like a normalized like what would be a way to calculate speed? Because like what I'm thinking of is like distance over time, because that's all that speed is, right? So it'd just be distance over time. So like to get that from a vector, wouldn't it just be get the like vector angle, like the a squared b squared c squared thing, and then like effectively just normalize it, or not normalize it, because normalize it would be standardized to 1. Just scale the vector, yeah. Which I forget exactly how to get, but we'll get there. We'll struggle. So this will be a float, which we'll say is going to be equal to, I don't know. There's going to be some arbitrary number until I figure it out. So that's going to be awesome. So let's see. Minimum is going to be negative max underscore velocity. Oh, I see. It's going to be... Oh, and then, sorry, negative max velocity, and then just max underscore velocity. Oh, that's the wrong word. Velocity. Pythagorean theorem. Yeah, so I was close enough to the money. Muchas gracias. I appreciate you. Let's see. Replace that with Z, R, X, F, Z. Okay, that should be good. That should at least give me, like, a bearable clamp. This might also just be way too high of a value for me to, like, even be able to tell. Yeah, it's still a bit aggressive. I think what I would want is I'd probably want this to be, like, 160. And then this max speed to be lowered to, I don't know, like, 4. Max 4. Yeah, the whole A squared, B squared, C third thing. Yeah. Yeah. We all good. Alright, well, I found the max movement speed, so 4 is a bit low. This also needs dampening. Oh yeah, so we need them dampening. So let's fix the dampening. So dampening... is there no dampening? Dampening, damp. Let's try that one, because I have no idea, honestly. It's going to be so hard to say. Okay, what if I try just you way up? You're very hard to adjust for some reason. Let's try this one! I know. That does not seem to be correct. So, you know what we'll do is we'll make this a kinematic, because kinematic doesn't matter too much. So we're going to do a quick if statement, which is going to be if... honestly, an if statement wouldn't be bad for this, because what it'll let me do is it'll let me tune the thing to be, like, better. I need to do this in NeoVim, because holy crap. Okay, so let's see. We're going to save this. Overwrite yes, please. Okay, so then we're going to go here. We're going to pound an if statement in. We're just going to indent all this, because I'll just be setting the thing. If movement underscore vec is greater than or equal to frickin' 0, or just greater than 0, then do a thing. Man, I really wish there'd be a way to do that. So that would be what? Like, that would just be... I'm trying to think. So, what I'll do is I'll just make a movement vector here. Movement underscore vec is going to be... So, let's see. Just multiply the factor by the s number less than 1. I don't know what s number less than 1 is going specifically means. So, yeah. And yeah, friction dampening is the same thing in my brain. I treat them as the same thing. Let's see. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do I'm going to do var movement vector is going to be equal to... I'm just trying to think of how I want to do this. So the movement vector is going to be equal to... take all the vectors, components, and just multiply it by a number less than 1. Fair enough. Take all the vector components and multiply it by a number less than 1. I think I get that. I think I understand. Mi comprendo, maybe? Anyways, we'll keep rolling with this. So, whoops. So we're going to go here. Movement vector is going to just be equal to movement... Or not movement. We're going to do... not movement vector. We're going to do... what would this be? It would be like velocity. I'm going to do player velocity. Player underscore velocity is going to be equal to... so it's the a squared, b squared, c squared thing. I can just do ABC. And then I can just, you know, absolute it later. So, yeah. So that would just simply be... I guess it was absolute now, because that doesn't matter too much. So that would just simply be... what am I trying to think? So it would be... because all I'm trying to do right here is get an approximation value. ATS already ABS, lol. Excuse you? I don't understand these fancy abbreviations. So that would be, what would it be? It would just be like self dot linear underscore velocity dot x plus self dot linear underscore velocity dot z, because that's the one that we care about, because we're ignoring the y vector of it, right? Technically, overall, a good like a 3D vector would probably be a good idea, but yeah. Let's also fix that because they're gonna be upset at me for that. So, oh, excuse you. What the fuck was that about? Let's see. Player underscore velocity. Why am I recording a macro right now? Whatever. I don't know. I'm recording a macro for I velocity. There'd be that. And then I'm just going to do if let's see, player underscore velocity is, I'm just trying to think, if player velocity is, let's see, is less than 0, then what I just want to do is I just want to say, hey, player underscore velocity times -1. Oh no, I should do, let's see, player underscore velocity is equal to player velocity times -1. Do vectors not have a get scale function or something? I don't know. I mean, realistically, I don't really care that much for it. I want to do most of this logic myself anyways, because it's a learning experience. It's about the journey, not the destination. And if I have a better understanding of what's, if I have a better understanding of what's happening, and I can stick my wiggly little fingers in it and like wiggle them around inside the warm, fleshy carcass that is the computer, then that will be better. Times -1. What is upsetting about -1 to you? What is upsetting about -1 to you? How else do you invert a frickin' fraction easily? like, excuse me? Inverting it? Because if it's negative, then I want to invert it to be positive to get an absolute speed value. Like, it makes sense in my brain, okay? Let's see. ... What? What are you on about? Because, like, I'm gonna have to normalize it at some point, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use this as, like, a speed check, right? So, like, if it's a negative value... Well, no, like, my logic is that if it's a negative value, then I'm going to have to make sure it's positive. Because, like, as far as I'm aware, there's not an easy function that's, is within this, like, plus or minus, right? Like positive or negative. So, like, I'm going to have to, like, make it, you know, like, absolute anyways. As far as I'm aware, this is literally just what's happening under the hood. You know what? No, I'm going the extra mile. I'm going frickin' C++ ref math dot absolute or standard absolute. Yeah, I don't know what the specific thing is. I don't do a ton of work in this. It's literally just saying, what is it? Can I not see like the? Cannot see the implementation. Let's see, C++, standard, ABS, implementation. It should be there. It should be there. It should be there. It should be there. Why is that not? Did I miss it? Compute the integer. Yeah, that's talking about that. Parameters, notes, as an absolute value, most negative value for range. Yes, that's the asterisk. That's the code. That's that. Defect reports. Okay. See also. There's that. Is there no place to see like, the standard like implementation? That's weird. That is strange to me. That is very strange to me. Why is that not a thing? Is that not? Just implemented an ABS function that looks like this. Static tempo. Blah, blah, blah. I compare it to default. So they're literally just saying if like less than a certain. Sorry, wait, what? So what is this clue? it's just doing clock. What? Oh, it's just the speed. Since they're the implementation, they're free to make as many assumptions as they want. They format double, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Reinterpret cast, that to that. Yeah, they literally just clear the sign bit. Vector.length? What would vector.length do? Oh, like you're talking about like as a function. Yeah, but I mean like this stuff is like pretty foundational for like the most part, right? So like it's such a simple math function that like it's not even really doing a lot. Also, hello once again, Princess Maganda. How are you doing? Are you doing well? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great, in fact. I hope you're doing wonderful. Doing some game programming stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Adam, you tripping. Let's see. Where am I going from here? So, we got the clamp. We got the clamps. Let's see. So, what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to do that. And then, oh, frick, I'm not new of him. When I'm not new of him, it makes me want to cry. Let's see, else is just going to be, what am I thinking? I'm just going to think, self, dot, linear underscore, velocity, velocity dot x, is equal to, let me go back to the beginning of this, actually, v, and, yeah, I'm going to yank all that, paste, dot x, times, damp underscore force, let's see, paste, whoops, we'll do like that, you're gonna be y is gonna be equal to paste, y times, damp, underscore force times delta time, or what is it, just delta, I think, yeah, delta, I forgot the times delta part, which is very important. And that's going to be dot z is equal to, actually no, y is going to be a wild card, so we're going to ignore that. And then it's going to be, I'm guessing that overwrit, yep. v0 yank, whoops. Excuse you. Paste that, times damp, underscore force times, delta. Let's see. So what's tripping you out? What's tripping you out? What's the error? Identifier damp force not declare and turn scope. Yeah, that's fine. It's because I haven't done it yet. You silly freaking bean. So let's see. So we're gonna do at export var damp underscore force is going to be a float that is going to be equal to. I'm gonna make it an integer. Yeah, I'm gonna make it I'll make it a float. Float makes my life easier. Float. The float is just going to be what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like I want to do like an exponential graph, right? So what I'm thinking is that I'll go like, if I'm going like 100 kilometers, then I'll go like 90, then I'll go like 81, then I'll go so on and so forth, right? So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking, let's see. So I'm going to do as an example, a 0.1 for like a 10% slowdown. Or no, I would want that to be 90, because I want to be like 90% of the previous value. Yeah, I think that makes sense enough. Alright, let's see how that one goes, because I don't know how aggressive that will be. Because that might be nothing, that might be a lot. Okay, so that's not running the way that I want it to. Let's see. Let's go break these. Where am I going with this? So, let's see. So, I'm just going to do print damping. I should probably put that in quotes or something. Okay, so we got damping. Whoops, don't want to do that. And then let's see, damping, and then accelerating. There we are. Let's try that one more time. New damping. Okay, so accelerating just isn't working at all. So that's the issue. So I broke the control somewhere. So let's see. If player velocity is less than 0, then do that. Let's see. Would I say this is where a dead zone would be? I'm gonna say sure. Var dead zone underscore size, I guess. Would be float. Would it be a float? It would be a vector2. Vector2, which is then going to be equal to a vector2 object, which would then be, I don't know, 0.1, 0.1. Let's see. So then what I'm trying to do here is if that actually doesn't make a ton of sense right there. I'm gonna get rid of that line. I'll hide it for now because I might find it useful later. Let's see, 22 down. I did like 33 down. Okay, so where am I going with this? So this is not triggering for some reason. So let's see. Let's do print player velocity. Player underscore velocity. I can just run the scene. Okay, I see the scene. If I just try to run the scene, it doesn't load properly, so that's awesome. New thing. Damping. Okay, so the velocity is being pinned to 0, I think. So where am I going with this? So where the heck did the thing go? I had a print statement, like whatever. Let's see. So now that I'm here, I got that. I got the damp force. I'm trying to think of what I would want to do. So the movement vector. I guess I should maybe... Okay, no, okay. So I am tripping slightly. So I'm doing... So we're going to accelerate. And then if we're accelerating, then... No. I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think. So, with this being said... The space here bothers me too much. So, okay. So now that I'm here... I'm just trying to think of like why this is always defaulting to dampening. Because I'm saying specifically if it's less than 0, and I'm saying this. Because I should be doing if movement vector. If movement vector movement underscore vec is greater than dot x is that. And movement underscore vector dot z is that actually needs to be greater than 0. Is greater than 0. Greater than 0. So if either of those are greater than 0, then do all this. I'll do that. So then, if that's true, yeah. So I'm gonna do both of these. And then, just to be safe, I'll probably implement the like speed limiter after, because if I don't implement it after, I can totally see that just being like something that like shits the bed. So let's do that. So, felt free to say hi, heya. Though can't hang out that much. Sorry, that's completely fine, Heron. Yeah, it's totally cool. This is going to be a game development stream, honestly, so it's just a little slow, it's a little chunky, it's whatever, but, hey, thanks for swinging by, appreciate it greatly, and also, I'm going to do, something, I know you shared this in the server, so I'm going to basically assume it's public, yeah, Heron right there made awesome art of me, and I'm saying thank you on stream. This is the public acknowledgement stream where you get acknowledged and appreciate it. Anybody watching this, appreciate it. Heron, if you have any socials, feel free to plug them, because, like, you did this. You deserve the credit. You deserve the feel-goods. So, yeah, I mean, hey, no pressure. I'm not going to force you, but, hey, just wanted to publicly proclaim the thanks since you were here. So, muchas gracias. And then, yeah, we're going to keep on rolling. Let's see. And then, yeah, we're just going to limit that. Let's see. So then I did that. Again, glad you like it. Well, yeah, of course I do. It's my little icon on Discord now, and I want to probably keep it that way for a while, to be completely transparent. So, hey, yeah, yeah. Next art stream I do, it'll probably be like be a while since I do another one. I think it'll probably be like a month, honestly. But yeah, I'll try and plan it a few days ahead, and I'll definitely have to like at you or DM you or something if you're down at least, because like I deserve to pay you back in some form of way. Yeah. Yeah. So, let me know if that's something you'd be interested in when that next happens, and I'll be sure to do it, because I'll be sure to slide you to the top of the list, is what I'm trying to say. Let's see. So, let's see. So, we got the whole velocity thing sorted now. So damping force is going to be equal to all of that. After I do that, player velocity? That doesn't feel right. No, yeah, because I'm dampening, and I'm saying, okay, so player velocity is going to just be as simple as getting, what do you call it? It's just going to be getting the velocity, if the velocity is greater than 0, or sorry, if it's less than 0, do that. Then I'm also going to say, if, let's see, then after that, I'm going to say if, player, underscore velocity is greater than, I don't know, 80. I'm trying to think of how I would do this now, because I don't know vector math that well. How would I do this? So, what I basically want to do is, I'm going to probably scribble this out. Why not? I have 1 month to finish rest now. Bracket I will forget next day and remember 1 day before the stream. Don't worry, I understand, it's not a rush. Yeah, I mean, I don't do the drawing streams too regularly, just because they're, you know, they're like a thing. But yeah, I'll definitely be sure to at you. And like, I don't even need a perfect ref, to be clear. Just like a little description would be more than enough. But yeah, I'll be sure to like absolutely cram you to the top of the list, because yeah. Yeah, I owe thee. And then yeah, just back to what I was saying. So like basically what I'm saying is that, so if we have like a thing like this, you know, A, B, C, assuming that's a right angle. I don't think that's labeled correctly, but whatever, we're going to ignore the standard notation, because why not? But yeah, so assuming this, that is going to be equal to a value. So then how would I deconstruct the value so that I can adjust the speed proportionally, is my question. So I assume, no, actually that would be relatively easy. All that I would do, okay, all that I would do is I would just take whatever the amplitude is past what I want. So this is the limit. I would just get the distance past it, like whatever this is, as like a percent, right? So like let's say this is like 15% faster. That means that this is 15% too fast. So then all that I would do is I would just multiply each value by, you know, that greater value here, and then that's my result. Got it. So let's slam that. We're using CRT, plus we're using Godot, which is right there. Ta-da. Alright, so let's see. So if the value is greater than max underscore velocity, I should say speed. I'm going to rename this to speed. Let's see. I'm going to change that to max underscore speed. Because, yeah, it just makes sense. Max speed. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the current speed, or the player velocity. No, I'm trying to think. So, how would I deconstruct that? So, no, it'd just be an easy percent get. So, this would be, var reduction amount is going to be, I need to add an underscore there. Let's fix that. Reduction amount is going to then be equal to just, you know, so bigger number over small number would return a positive value. So I'd want to do the inverse of that. I'm just trying to think. So if I were to do, I'll just pull this up. So if I were to do, like, say 9 divided by 10, that would return 0.9%, which is what I want. No, I don't. It would just be, yeah, it would be like 10 over 9, and then, because it's a positive value, I would then want to do like -1. Because then I'd want to reduce it by that much. which would be almost 11%. Yeah. That makes sense. So let's do that. So let's see. Whoops. Var reduction amount equals that, and we'll say player underscore velocity divided by and then that would be max speed. Max underscore speed. Whoops. This value here is going to be a float. Let's see, unused variable, reduction amount, yeah, that's fine, I don't care. So then that's going to be, self dot local, not local, linear underscore velocity, dot x is going to be equal to, self dot linear, linear underscore velocity. My dyslexia right now is just like, yeah, you don't know what words are, you stupid. Times reduction amount. Times reduction underscore amount. And then paste that fx, replace it with a z, fx, replace it with a z. There we are. Okay, I think that right there should be a relatively okay job of reducing. So let's see. So let's try to give this a little run, shall we? Nugam. So, oh, it works on one direction. Okay. So a damp force of 90 is really aggressive. Or maybe it's not enough. I'll try like 99. Let's try that again. Nugame. Okay, yeah, so like 90 stops like instantly. So then what if we were to try like, say, like 10%? Like that. Because I think 10 I was thinking would be too slow. Or too fast, but yeah. Oh no, still basically instant. Okay, well, we'll fix that later, I guess. So let's get going then. So from here, just trying to think. So, I'm just trying to think. What would be wrong here? So it's only working to the right. Oh, because I'm just seeing if it's not 0. So I should just do not equals 0. That would make way more sense. Not equals 0. Let's see. I want to bump the box. No, I can't move the box. Why can't I move the box? Well, that's cool. Anyway, so where am I going from here? So that works now. The dampening is not working, but that's fine. We can fix that in just a minute. So, where am I going with this? So, working my way down the code. So, do I want that to be an and, or is that going to be an or? No, that would be an or, because if either of those is not equal to 0, then yeah. So that's good. Then we're going to do all this. I'm going to break this onto a new line just so it'll be a little easier to read. Let's see. So we're gonna like not there. Oh no, that was there. My apologies. Let's see. Comma. Negative max speed. Comma, and then max speed once again. And then let's see. So we're gonna go up here. We're gonna go like bang, bang, bang. Comma. Let's see. Comma. And then parenthesis. There we are. So that looks better. Now that we have that being better, because then now it's just like, okay, it's like this is X, this is Y, this is Z, got it. Oh wait, no, because I'm already clamping. I'm clamping it twice now. That actually doesn't make a ton of sense. Yeah, you know what? There's no reason for me to clamp it twice, so I'm just wasting cycles there. Actually, no, I'll do is I'll do this. I'll do... I'll pound there. Then I'll do this, and I'll pound here as well. And then I'll go like this, and I'll do pound as well. Whoops. Whatever.
It can accept it.
Oh, that one didn't need to be commented out. There we are. So now that I have that, oh yeah, that also needs to be commented out, because huzzah. Okay, so that makes more sense now, because now I've basically called the fat with that. I'm just going to delete these, because these are just going to make the code more muddy to read. Let's see, so now I got those out of the way, because now I'm already limiting it afterwards anyhoomst. So let's try this again. Let's see what's going on from here, shall we? Nulgame. Over. Yeah, so that's better. That is better. So then now, what am I thinking of from here? So we have set the movement vector based on a thing, and then else we're basically saying, oh no, maybe? No, movement vector, let's see, if player velocity is equal to player, to self underscore linear velocity plus self dot linear velocity dot z. Yeah, so that's just getting the player velocity. If the velocity is less than 0, then do nothing, and then make it positive. Wait, no, and then we're checking the max speed here. So let me just do this. We're gonna do limit speed. This right here is just going to be frickin' get speed. Then this right here is going to be get input. And then I think actually all of this here can effectively just be tucked like right here. And then all of you gets like nudged over like that. I think that makes sense. I think that adds up. I think that works well. Yeah, so okay, so it's still really sticky. I don't like how sticky it is. I want momentum to it. So let's see, limit speed, get player speed. So I'm saying if there's velocity, do all this. And then else I want to damp it. Maybe it's evaluating the equation in like a non-linear set, like it's doing it like some out of order operation stuff, and it's just bothering me. So let's try this. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to try a different way. So let's stop that. Let's scroll way up past the dampening stuff. So okay, so I basically accelerate and I just stop dead. Okay, so there's definitely an issue. I can read that in the numbers. So let's see. So I'm getting my velocity, and then I'm multiplying it by the damp force. So the damp force is going to be just a float. The float. So they're both going to be floats, right? So the float is going to be 0.1, which in my brain is saying that. So like if say the value is 1, then it will return 0.1, which is too aggressive. So I want to do instead something like 99, like something very subtle, so it curves off. Then let's also disable the damp force. Just hit run on that. Is that maybe that's what's messing me up? No, it's still very sticky. Whoa. What happened there? Why did I hit, like, negative infinity there? It's because I'm still not, like, normalizing it, I think. The speed is being limited, which is good. And then, yeah, we were just like negative infinity again. Cool. Okay. With ignoring that, I do actually think max speed is a bit too aggressive, though. I think I should lower that back down to like 60, I think. Let's see, shall we? Let's see, max speed. Okay, so the acceleration is also way too aggressive. So I want to do an export var acceleration is going to be a float. I'm just going to change this to a float. It doesn't make sense for it not to be a float. For it to be a float, and I'm just going to set the speed to be I'm trying to think. I would be like probably 10, 20, 30. I think 30% would be good. Because I'm thinking like over a second to be like 30% or whatever. So like 1 to full speed. Because I would add actually some elegance to the movement instead of just, you know. So what's from there? So movement vector is going to be a new vector 3, which is going to be null. Okay, why don't I just, instead of like predefining it and writing the memory twice, why don't I just say that this thing is a vector 3? Oh no, because I need to reinitialize. That's what I'm doing. I'm reinitializing it, then I'm running through the list. Then after I run through the list, what I'm doing is... I should normalize that. So I'm just going to do movement underscore vec is equal to movement underscore vec dot normalized. Cool. Normalize makes sense. So then after we normalized it, then we're doing the input stuff. So then the input is... It's still being very aggressive, so I'm trying to think. So, times movement speed. No, because movement speed would be the acceleration, wouldn't it? Because I'm saying that is going to be plus all of this. So I would just add an acceleration here, I think. Times acceleration. Times acceleration. Okay, that's a bit beefy now, so let's try and tone you down a little bit, shall we? Let's see. FA F1 of you. Cool. FM. Let's see, let's do that. FA. F the bracket. Excuse you, where'd the bracket go? F the bracket. And then there we are. Cool. Awesome. So we have some formatted code that's going to be somewhat easier for me to read. XY. So that's going to be plus all of that times the delta. So... I feel like the idea of these being indented a little more. Yeah, I don't know why. I just like the idea of these being like indented like this. That just looks appealing to me. Because like, okay, there's the X, there's the Y, there's the Z, there's the G. Okay, so then let's see, damp mode. Can I shit it to? No, I don't want it to be replace. Damp force 9, because damp force would be like, oh no, that's a custom set value. Let's reset that. New game. Yeah, so the acceleration seems to be working the way that I want it to. 40 actually seems like it'd be an okay value to stop at. So let's set the movement speed to be 40. Or max speed to be 40. R4. Whoop, no, that's a 10. R4. Let's see. New game, new game. Yeah, that looks... Yeah, that feels a lot better. It needs the deceleration, though. Like, it really needs the deceleration. Let's see. So, now that we're here. So... let's see. One who... No. Okay, there we are. So, I don't know why the dampening isn't working, though. Okay, so... Oh, no, I don't want to do this. So, let's see. Feels a lot better. Feels a lot better. Files off at 300 meters. Feels a lot better. Flies off at 300 meters per second. I don't know why I couldn't read that for a second. But yeah. No, I mean, like, I'm trying to imagine, like, in the context of, like, the world, and I want, like, a bunch of, like, really large spaces, right? Like, I want really large view distances. I want the place to be, like, really atmospheric. I want the player to feel like a little itty-bitty speck, right? So, with that being said, that's what I'm kind of, like, looking for, right? So, what I need to do is I need to fix that frickin' dampening function, because that dampening function is not working. So... Let's see, so I'm saying the X is going to be that times the damp force times the delta. Why is the delta being weird? Oh no, because it would be the damp force times the delta, I do believe. So, oh my gosh, I need to do this in Neovim. Okay, so we're back here. So when you go into here, so it would be, instead it would actually be like this, I believe. And then that would be, what do you call it? That would be one of these followed by one of those. Whoop, that's the wrong bracket. Replace it with one of those. Yes, I wish to overwrite it because I'm not a silly bean. As I just do a silly bean thing. And then after I do that, that should, I think, be better. No, it's still very sticky. I don't want it to be so sticky. Why is it so sticky? Why is it so sticky? Why are you so sticky? So, it's saying the self-linear velocity. I'm trying to think. So, it's going to be whatever the velocity is. Maybe I just don't need the delta. Maybe that's my issue. Is like I'm thinking of using the delta, but I don't. No, it would need to be the delta because that would normalize it based on like a frame. No, because it's working the way that I want it to. What? That makes no sense to me. Okay, let's try like say like 0.5. And then let's give that a run. Stinky? No, Adam, I believe that is you. Okay, now we're very sticky again. Okay, so then what if I go back to, like, 0.9? Yeah, 0.9 is, like, exactly what I was looking for. Alright, well, I mean, I don't know why this works, but, hey, it's working, so... There we go. Cool. And then, wait, if I then slam backwards, does it kind of coast, like, does it, like, decelerate more aggressively? That's about the same, which is honestly okay. Alright, so now the damp force, I would then want to be, instead of .99, I want to be just 9. Whoa, that was a double tap. Okay, there's that. We got the 0.9, which is awesome. So now the 0.9 being applied, that should be freaking awesome sauceum. Camera rotation time, yeah, I mean, I would like to add a jump thing first, but, like, assuming that the jump thing works, then, like, yeah. Because, yeah, this, like, it's a little floaty still, So I'm kind of thinking the acceleration should be a little bit stronger. Like, I'm thinking the acceleration should maybe be, like, 0.5, and then the deceleration should be, like, maybe, like, 9.2. But then... Yeah, that feels a little bit better. That feels much more... That feels much more like... though I do also still think that the movement... The max speed is a little bit aggressive. I think the max speed should probably be maybe 30? It's hard to say, because it's one of those things where, like, until you add, like, the context of, like, a world, it's... I don't know what happened there. Excuse you? Oh, something broke there, and it went fucking exponential. Okay. Yeah, because, you know, 40, then 71, then 170, then 900, then, you know, 32,000, then, you know, your float gets converted to an integer. Yay. What the heck would have caused that? Because I'm limiting the velocity either way. Actually, you know what? No. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do this anyways. I'm just going to take the limit speed, and I'm just going to frickin' throw that down here anyways. Whoops. Let's see. Overwrite it. No. I'm going to exit out. I'm going to exit out. Exit. And then I'm going to go back into the movement script. Load file. And then I'm going to go back into here. I'm going to go freaking like this. I'm going to paste you down here, but remove the if. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to suck you over. Like that. And then player velocity is not defined, so let's just drag that out. So I'm just going to save that real quickly. That makes sense enough. And then, yeah, so then we got all that. And then, now that we have that, that should prevent the rocket ship from launching again. Weird. That one thing, like, neutered the frickin' script. So why is that neutering the script?
B-O-Y. And no dollar sign.
So why is that tripping?
The Gen Z M&M.
Because I didn't assign the movement velocity yet, or the whatever, the movement vect isn't overwriting anything yet. So when I get it here, that should not change anything. Did you say neutered the script? Yeah, I think I might have. I don't recall the exact context, but I'm tripping either way. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the issue is here, because that should be not a thing.
The Gen Z M&M. That's me. That's right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. That's weird. Like, why is that not... Why is that just launching me off? Because that's very clearly running. Whoops. Because that very clearly works ahead. So, like, why is that not working now? Because this is just not letting me accelerate. And this should only be reducing it. Because if it's 0 divided by anything, then it's just a divided by 0 error. So, what I'll do is I'll say if player underscore velocity is equal to 0, or sorry, is not equal to 0, then do all that. So let's try that now. Okay, so it's still normalizing too fast. So, should I do if player velocity is... No, that should work okay, shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? No, it should. Should? No, yes, no, maybe, yes, no. Wait, you're dividing? I mean, I'm trying to, like, figure out how to get the max speed, and I don't see how else I would, like, limit the max speed. Like, find how much I need to reduce it by. Because, like, you know, I'll pull the handy little trackpad thing again. Is so, like, the way that I see it is that, so, like, if we have, like, a thing, you know, you do the math, and then this equals, you know, a speed of just v, right? We want to figure out, like, the amount that we want to reduce v, because the issue is that, you know, like, whatever this is, that is proportional to this and, like, this, right? Like, it's like v is equal to, you know, like, x plus, like, y, right? So then the issue is that I can't just apply a thing on this, as far as I can tell, unless there's something that I'm missing. School has failed me in a lot of ways. So the only way that I can see of doing this is I basically take the max vector, that's an ugly v, but whatever, and then I divide it by the regular vector. So then again, just remembering, so this would just be, you know, just like this would give me a value. I'll just use an imaginary value of, like, say, like 0.8, right? And then once I do the 0.8, then I basically take this x and this y, pass it through that number, like, multiplying, and then I get my result, which will then be, x over 0.8 plus y over 0.8, right? That's the way that I'm seeing it. And then, like, obviously I then do this math, and then that gives me, n, right? Or like a new vector, whatever. You get the idea. New velocity, new speed. That's the way that I see it. I fail to see it any other way. So yeah. Yeah. I know, like, I know, like, division cycles are, like, slow for a CPU. I'm, like, well aware of that, but, like, I legitimately don't see any significant way to reduce that. So, yeah. Here he is. So, now why the actual hell is this shitting out and giving me weird results? If player velocity is not equal to 0. What if I say if player velocity is greater than, say, 8, maybe? Let's try that. Okay, so that's very awkward. This feels like a shitty go-kart. Let's see, so... Let's see. So, how else would I do this? Because that should just be 0. Because this should apply either way, right? That's what I'm thinking. So, if it's happening... No, I guess it doesn't technically need to happen either way. Yeah. I mean, it technically should, but... That would be like, what would it be? It'd be like aerial... no, not aerial velocity, what is that? That's going to be the... Like the terminal velocity. There we are. That would be like terminal velocity. So... I'm just trying to think. So... Also, wait, why does this just shoot me off? Because acceleration should be reducing it. Right? Methinks that should be the case. So, like, what the heck? That is so strange.
That is so strange. That's so heckin' strange, yo.
Oh, wait, now this whole thing is just not working anymore? Okay. Freaking pound it out, and then just slaughter in. It doesn't support hot reloading, so let's retry that. Nugame. Still locking zeros. Okay. Why is the reduction suddenly not working? Because that should not be the case. Let's see. Nugame. Yeah, so now this is the same thing, but I should just be accelerating to infinitum, right? Yeah. Player velocity divided by max speed, then you're multiplying it. That would be exponentially gain. I don't think so. Oh, no, because I'm also doing the -1. Where was that? Oh, no, I'm not doing the -1. I'm not doing... Okay, yeah, that's the bug right there. There. Thank you. Sorry, okay. For context, I called that out because you can see literally, like, where was it? It was... Oh, no, it was in my little calculator thing right here. It was, like... Where was it? It was, like, It was, like, calculator history. Yeah, you can see the 10 divided by 9, -1. The -1 is that. Shouldn't it be max speed divided by player velocity? What did I write down? No, because, okay, so with what you're saying is okay, so this is the way that I'm seeing it, right? So what I'm seeing personally is, so I'm thinking of it, so like, let's say the player speed after the calculation is like, you know, that's equal to like 2, right? So I'm just going to use basic ass math for this, right? So then, and then let's say, like, you know, like the max speed is equal to 1, right? So that's just how I'm writing the fraction, right? So then this would then return a value of, say, 1. Well, this would return 2 in this case, right? So it'd be 2 and then -1. So then the sum of this would then be 1, right? So then basically I would just then take whatever the current player's speed is, and I just do 2 minus 1, which would then give me the reduction amount of the new speed, which is just 1. Right? So like the player velocity would be then equal to 1. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm mentally working through it. And I've also put absolutely 0 time in trying to optimize this. I am just trying to write code that functions first before I go too hard. Hey, Ligan. I mean, hey, that's how it goes. You know, Adam, I'm feeling a lot of judging and not a lot of... Hey, you're doing okay for somebody who did absolute dog shit. Okay, so that's going opposite direction now. Or the opposite direction now. Because now that... Whoops. Oh, wrong buttons. That would go like that. Let's see, and then let's do -1, and then because this is doing that. Okay, I'm just gonna undo this. Okay, so then back to this. Okay, so then I'm gonna go say here. This needs the -1, and then I have to do this. I'm gonna do if reduction underscore amount is not less than, I'm thinking actually, yeah, is less than 0. Reduction underscore amount is equal to reduction. Oh, actually, I just do times equals amount times equals -1. There we are. Okay, that makes sense to me. Let's try that one. Hi, Sapphire. Bye, Sapphire. Did they bounce already? I have no idea. I've not been watching the counter. Oh, yeah, that seems okay now. It doesn't really seem to handle diagonals, which is expected because I'm stupid. Velvet Ryan Claude, that's really complicated for absolutely no reason. I fail to see a simpler way to do this. So I will point out that I have not studied any of this. Yeah, disagree with me. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I will point out that I have not studied any of this. This is literally me like blindly bumping around trying to like do it. I don't think it's the drag coefficient because it's not working very well on diagonals. Oh, yeah, that actually should work now, though. If I take this... Because now this can be like a terminal velocity type thing. So let's just do like that. And let's try that again. Drag coefficient, very simple. Very simple if you know it. Oh, well. I accelerated off into space there. Will I accelerate off into space this way too? Nope, just forward. Okay, cool. So why is that launching me into space? That equals that. Add to velocity, multiply it by a constant that will limit its speed. Its speed and dampen. What you're telling me to do is, I'm pretty sure what I've basically written like right here, but like instead of acceleration, it's dampen. It would be like this. Because you're saying velocity, well, this is the velocity, multiplied by a constant that will limit its speed and dampen, which I'm pretty sure is literally what dampen force is. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what this line here is, or these two lines. This is meant to be like a terminal, not terminal, but like this is meant to be like a drag, like a terminal velocity. So, like, if the player got, like, launched, they're not, like, yeeting off at, like, Mach fuck. And then there's something that's going wrong here that I can't think of. Reduction amount is float. Float is equal to that, minus 1. If reduction amount is less than 0, which means that it's negative, times it by negative 1. Well, I guess I'm multiplying. I guess I'm seeing what reduction amount is. Print... reduction underscore amount. Save, run. Nogame. Oh yeah, so like let's just stop that. That one very hard. Yes, the reduction amount is just going yep. Wait, yeah, no, because that would be... Oh, don't invert it if it's negative. Just make it 0. Sure. Let's do that. Let's try that, because that does actually seem like it might be tripping out my thing. And yeah, hopefully this is making more sense now. No, that's tripping now. Because that should always be returning some fraction. No, that could be returning a different fraction. I see. Okay, so what's happening here is that it's escaping the like maximum amount. So what I would then have to do about that is so... Yeah, okay, so this is not making a ton of sense. So I would just say... Because, like, okay, like I understand the problem. I'm trying to think of how to work through this now. Because what's basically happening is that there's a point where this ratio exceeds 1. So then the ratio exceeding 1 is just being like, okay, now we can accelerate to Mach fuck. So, like, it's like a lot of resistance and there's... So I need to fix that. So, for me to fix that, what would I need to do? So, player velocity times divided by max speed. So that again wouldn't work forever. If it calculates a massive number because your player velocity is huge and you haven't, and you just invert it, then you're adding to the velocity. Yeah, but I'm adding even if I set it to 0. Because it basically reaches an escape velocity if it's less than 0. So I'm trying to think of how I would just like hard limit this. I'm trying to figure out how I could do like a clamp value that would be like relative. Because if I do like say like 9 divided by like 10,000 would be, I guess that works. Maybe I am tripping. The number was nicer the other way in my head, but maybe it's not. Max underscore speed divided by player velocity does all that stuff. Maybe Adam was right the whole time. I don't think I need to do the -1 anymore. Whoop, that launched me onto space immediately. Let's see. So, let's do that. Immediately launches me onto space again. Okay, cool. So what's happening there? Just infinite. Okay. 0 error, yeah. If player amount is less than 0. Let's see. My starting velocity is 0, I get that. So it'd be 0 divided by whatever. But then this should also be 0 instead of infinite, which is what's tripping me out. So, like, if reduction underscore amount is not equal to 0, maybe? I suppose? Possibly? God, I hate, like, modal editors like this. Is that better? Nope, instantly 0 again. But I'm skipping that. That shouldn't be... Oh, no, because it's dividing over 0. Okay, I see. So... if player velocity is equal to 0. No, I don't think that would be the case, because I'm trying to say if it's not the case, then alter the velocity. But I guess so. I don't know. We'll try it. We'll try it. We'll see how it goes. Okay. For some reason, the dampening only works in reverse. Works positive. Okay, so it doesn't work with negative values. Got it. Are not equal, yeah. I mean, hey, you were right again, so I'll just blindly follow you. Okay, now the issue is that I have an A there. The second issue is that it's not working when it's negative. Like, the dampening here is not working when it's negative. Is it? Hold on. What the fuck happened? Like, trip it out. Whatever, okay. Hit Z twice, and then there we go. So, oh, I see, I dragged probably the A from, like, in here somewhere over. Okay, so, now why is this only working when it's positive? Self, dot linear underscore velocity dot x is equal to linear velocity dot x times whatever. I have a massive brain comprised of hot pockets and furry art. Hey, don't forget the math stuff that you know. You do got some math crammed in there. But yeah, no, this is tripping me out, because this should be... That should work regardless, because multiplying, like, negative numbers always works, and damp force is exclusively positive, so it shouldn't be doing anything awkward. Why is this tripping? I am stupid. My brain is small. It is smooth like chicken breast. You think you know why? Why might that be? Why might that be happening, Adam? What is your conclusion? What is your big bold factors? What's making your brain explode? Because I'm just trying to understand, because this is what's doing the dampening. And it's only working when X and Y is positive, which to me makes no fucking sense why it would work only when it's positive. Because your player can go both a plus or minus direction. Yeah. But like, you know, a minus always works. So like, you know, if I just do something like, you know, like 100 times, like, let's just say like 0.8, that'll be 80. Or not 80, but fucking, that's also not what I own. 0.8 will be 80. But then if I do like negative 100, it'll be negative 80, right? So that should always work out, whether this is plus or minus, right? Like that's what my concern is. So with that being plus or minus doing whatever, my concern is like, how is that only working in the positive directions? Is that what you're doing though? That's what I see. It's literally just number times other number. The other number you can see right here, the damp force, is just a positive, float. It is a rational number. Z.Z. ZZXX. The movement vector is not equal to 0. So if both of them are 0, then it's going to get passed to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this. I'm just going to paste that there for reference. How are you calculating player velocity again? It's literally just like the simplest thing. So, okay, so this actually isn't calculating the player velocity at all. This is just directly modifying the x and y linear velocity. So that actually doesn't matter at all. Not in this context, at least. Yeah. That's directional. Yeah, it is directional, but this is just to trigger stuff, like contextually, because if the player is trying to move, I don't want to overwrite the velocity with like deceleration stuff. I know that sounds a little weird because like if the player's flying like forward at like a really fast speed and I hold forward, then like they're gonna have like no dampening, which I know isn't ideal, but like that's kind of what I'm just leaning into right now. Which does have issues the more I think about it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this actually. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna yank you out. I'm gonna paste you down here. Like so. Like so. And then I think that might work. Player exploit sounds. Yeah. I was already thinking through that. I'm like, wait a minute. Alright, so it works that way. Doesn't work forward, doesn't work left. And they're both negative numbers. Hello, rigid body that can't move. Hello, other rigid body. Hee goodbye. So... why is this not working? There's things that's bothering me about this, and I don't know why it isn't working. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the prints up here. Because there's definitely prints hidden in here somewhere. There it is. There's one print. There's two print. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to print the velocity before and after. Let's see. Print. Let's see. Self dot linear underscore velocity, and then I'm just gonna literally just yank that same line again, yoink, and then paste, and then kachunga, and then let's just see what you're doing. Let's see what numbers you're spitting out. That should be enough. So now if I peek at you, so let's see. So it doesn't really seem to be screaming anything obvious at me because I gotta ignore the center. So yeah, it's like right there. It just snaps whatever this is to 0. Like it's like it accelerates, and then just boink. So you can see there's very clearly like a disconnection here. Adam sending me code reference. But you see, I gotta figure this out, Adam. I'm trying to make my brain, like, wrinkly. I'm trying to make it look like an almond. 2 almonds kissing. Mwah. Or sorry, 2 almonds cuddling, I suppose, would be the better connection. But yes. But what's going on with this? So... Because this isn't making sense to me. This shouldn't just snap to, like, a negative one like that. So, like, did I assign damp force to an integer? No, damp force is a float. I cannot see what's happening here. What's happening here? What's happening here? I know I'm not being very talkative, but that's also because, like, I'm, like, trying to do it. Adam in my DMs, why didn't you just write your own programming language rather than reading the C manual then? Well, first off, I haven't finished reading the C manual yet, so we're getting there. Also, I don't entirely understand what the intent behind that comment is. Because I'm interpreting that, like, as, like, hey, why didn't you just write your own frickin' coding language? Let's see, because this is bothering me so much, because this seems like such a simple thing, and I don't know why it's not working. What you're getting at is learn by reading. I mean, like, we can open it. I'm not absolutely objective to, or sorry, against, like, reading it. It's more just like I don't see where this would directly help me, because, like, what I'm seeing is, so, okay, player rot, calling player enters the scene, yeah, get the camera, function process, position equals char underscore position, char underscore position, define char up here, extends character body 3D. I'm assuming the client and can handle all this data. You can somehow get that data into the server for your players. Yes, not how I would architect it for many reasons, but I get the idea. I'm assuming char care is just going to be like self, basically, because I don't see where that's defined. Oh yeah, because I'm doing self dot position, you're just doing position, so there's probably some, like, implicit stuff there. So let's see. So then rotation underscore degrees dot y player rod equals that. That's fun. If input key is press key W, do all this. Yeah, there's a little bit more of a graceful way to handle that. I mean, I guess you probably did it, but there's, like, the input map. I'm not sure if that's the way that you did that. There's the pressing stuff, changing position based on velocity, and then drag to prevent the player from going light speed. Yeah, see, your drag is like a flat number. I'm not, like, I've already added a drag. I'm trying to add, like, a limit, and that doesn't solve my problem, which is the issue that I was fearing, and seems to be the issue still. Further so forth and henceforth and all that wonderful stuff. Let's see. So let me skip that song because I'm not vibing with it. Let's see. Sure, let's go with that one. The drag sets the limit. I don't think it does. Okay, you can go away. I don't think the drag sets a limit. I could easily be tripping, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Because changing position, player drag, if we just, if we freaking highlight this, Command F. Okay, I guess not. Player underscore drag. Yeah, so it's only in 4 places. The first one's there, and that's uno dos tres for XYZ. Yeah, like the drag on its own technically doesn't set any limitation. It's only it's you know, whatever the speed is times, you know, like the maximum potential number, right? It doesn't there's an intersection between acceleration and drag where it can go further. I think you're agreeing with me, it sounds like. I'm not sure, but that's what it sounds like. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just bothering me, because I'm trying to understand how this gets scrambled. And that gets all contorted. It can't, it does. I mean, well, no, because, like, again, like, this is, like, what I'm saying, is that, so, like, the entire thing is if I go, like, to, you know, like, this, we clear all this. I apologize for the weight canvas, but alas. But, like, autocorrect is trying to ruin you. Yeah, I'm just saying, because, like, you know, like, if you have, like, you know, speed of like, any value, right, and then you have, like, you know, damp of any value, right? And then we just work through this. This is just very simple. So if, like, damp is equal to, you know, in your case, you know, 0.8, right? Then whatever speed is, it can just be fucking graphed, right? So it's just going to be one of those things where it's like, you know, we'll just do fucking the simple chart where, you know, if that's 1, then it's going to return 0.8. If it's 2, then it's going to return 1.6. If it was 3, then it's going to return like 2.4. 4 is going to return like 3.2, and, like, you know, so on and so forth, right? So the only theoretical cap to all this is going to be fucking infinity. That's a very bad infinity symbol. The only cap to this is going to be infinity times, you know, 0.8. Let you math real quick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. that's what I'm boiling down to. Which is why I'm being very thrown off by the numbers. And then that's where this thing is bothering me too, because I'm staring at this, right, and I don't see how this is like, your math is incorrect, by the way. I fail to see where, because that is just an 8 times table, which is not that hard to do. Not how that works. I fail to see where it's incorrect. Like, cause we're not how that works. Lol. Once again, yes. I mean, it's not simple multiplication. I mean, like, fundamentally it is. It's literally just one number multiplied by another number. So it's just number times equals other number. So, like, there is, like, as long, like, the only way this could not be equal to effectively this, like it's, I forget what the symbol is. It's like something like that. But, like, or no, it's like that, isn't it? Yeah. So it's like plus, it's like plus minus infinite time, you know, times 0.8. There's an inverse, it's an inverse exponentiation. But it's not an exponent, it's a float, as in a percentage. I think you're tripping. So logarithmic? No, okay, so hi Ari, how's it going? I think Adam may be tripping right now, because like, okay, so I'm having this really weird thing right now with Godot that's absolutely tripping me. So there's this thing where self.linearvelocity.x, so just that, so that times itself, or sorry, times a damp force, which is a positive integer, or not an integer, a float, my apologies, which is a positive float, for some reason is only working when that number is positive. The minute this gets inverted, for some reason this damp force just goes away, which is like what I'm tripping. Sai, you're not getting it all over time. I failed to see what you mean by that. That is a weirdly worded sentence. But anyway, so then Adam's sending me their reference code. And so their reference code, if I reopen it, I have to keep re-downloading it because I don't just keep it open. But then so what Adam sent as a reference, which is what's tripping me out, is if we look here, refactoring server bot mode, refactoring a server bot at the moment, adding security features. Nice. I wish you well with it. But then Adam is basically just saying it's like char like char underscore velocity dot x, so just character velocity dot x, and they're doing that for every access times equals player drag, right? So I'm saying like, well, like the bounds of your thing is plus minus, you know, infinity times 0.8. Like there's no inherent limit on that function, which is what's like throwing me off. Or not the function, but just like, you know, the like calculation of this. So like unless the input of like s in this case is somehow inherently limited, then yeah. No, it can't reach infinity. It's infinity times 0.8. Which is what's throwing me off. It can't because of the drag. Did I close it again? I closed it again because I'm fucking stupid. Let's open Zen. Did I download it, or is it just passing on? It's passing on. Okay, so let's reopen that. You're saying it cannot because of the drag. The player drag is here. Like fundamentally, the character input, that value there needs to be constrained, right? So as long as this isn't constrained, then the upper bound is effectively infinity times whatever this is. And like I know there's like, you know, limitations of a you know, computer and whatever, but like that is like factually just not correct. As like unless there's something very obvious I'm not getting, which is fair, like that's definitely possible, but I fail to see how this is like this needs to be constrained in some way. If that there is not constrained, then that's the issue. Okay, so there is. I'm going to assume that like something I'm missing, which is like, okay, so let's see. So you're saying, let's see. This isn't super separated, so it's not super readable. So I'm just going to abuse this, and I'm just going to ignore all the rotation stuff. So ignore... I don't know what W and S here are referencing. Because character X minus speed times sin of camera rotation. Yeah, so that's just getting the perspective from the camera. As far as I can tell. And it's just basically referencing the camera for the direction, then applying that as a vector. God bless magic numbers. Let's see. Player raw is going to be all that, which doesn't matter. Change position based on velocity. Character underscore position X equals... I still don't see any constraint to it. Which is my fundamental issue. Is there a range of drag in this case between 0 and 1? So, with both mine and Adam's scripts, because this is Adam's script right here, it just seems to be a fixed value of just 0.8. Mine is like .92. So it's a constant, right? Yeah, I'm going to start just ignore that for now, Adam, because either way that doesn't fundamentally help me get to the bottom of my issue. So basically to explain here, like what I'm basically doing, so you can get the idea, is so basically when the script starts, you know, it's just, you know, variable declaration, right? There's that. Let's see, and then after that, basically what I do is I just basically check to see if any of the buttons are being pressed, right? If they are, then I basically just normalize whatever the input 2D vector is. Then I just basically take that vector, and then I basically I take that vector and I just convert it to an integer. After I do that integer, right, then effectively what happens is that I'm just getting the input again to make sure that like there's something being pressed. Movement vec. Yeah, I'm making sure that the player's movement is not equal to 0, just so I don't like do a divide by 0 error. And then I'm basically just doing assigning the x and the y velocity, like the acceleration, like in the direction that's being pressed. And then after I do that, let's see. I don't know why this is down here. That should not be there. Yeah, that should be up higher. That should not be there. That should be up here. That might be why it's tripping. That's like the only thing I can think of. That's like the only thing that makes sense to me. Is that potentially being in the wrong spot after working through it. Okay, that works, that works. That works, that works. Alright, there's the issue. It was just that. Why doesn't a plane fly off into infinity? The way that I reason about it is, like, there's obviously, like, drag resistances and stuff like that, but the drag is not linear. The drag is based on, like, how much force you need to, like, move through something. Like, for instance, the drag that it takes for you to flap your hand through the air versus for you to stick your hand out the window at 80 kilometers an hour is two different drags, right? Because the issue is that the rate that, like, air can move around you is non-linear, right? Like the drag force. To the exponentially inversely. Yes, but I'm viewing the okay. So maybe I'm interpreting it differently, but what I'm seeing is that I'm seeing it as the amount of force it takes is like I'm trying to think of how to like word this. Cause like, okay, I'm basically saying if you imagine a graph where, like, you know, this is speed and this is the drag, right? The amount of drag increases. That's the way that you're describing it, right? When by comparison, what I'm saying is that your function to me reads like that, right? Or not even like that. It just reads like this. So, like, the issue is that over time you're just constantly reducing it by a fixed amount, right? This is the difference that I'm trying to say, and like that's how I'm reading it. Because the issue is that this value right here is never changing, which is the way that I see it. Because it's like it's the same way that, like, or sorry, it's like similar to like terminal velocity, where it's like you know, like something can go from, you know, fucking 0 to, you know, 100 depending on the object and whatever, but it can't go whatever. Drag is proportional to the object velocity squared. It doesn't lie. I tested my code, so I know it works as intended. Well then, congratulations. My following remark then is going to be, when I'm applying the drag here with a damp force, using effectively the same thing but with a worse syntax, like, this is literally the exact same thing you have, Adam. Just like, yeah, like it's the exact same thing you have, and mine's accelerating off into infinity. So that's what I'm saying as like the issue. And I also have an additional damping force here with acceleration to reduce the value. So I have two decimals working against it. Drag is proportional to the object velocity squared. I'm trying to like interpret how to do that because I've never had to communicate like in a math setting, so like a lot of this language is like very foreign to me, so I'm trying to work my way through it. But so like what I'm basically saying is you know, drag is equal to you know, it's like object dot velocity and then all that squared. Which makes a lot more sense, because this is an exponent, which is really going to kneecap the function, when this being a constant value isn't. Not quite. You're calculating the drag per frame. Are you not doing the exact same thing? Oh my god, fucking... I'm almost certain you're doing the exact same thing. Like, almost certainly certain. Certainly certain. Because Yeah, yours is in fucking process, Adam. Yours is per frame. No, it's constant. No, mine is constant too. Friggin' Adam, here. Like, I will go into here. I will set frickin' what is it? I will set frickin' damp force to a frickin' const. There. Like, the compiler will not let me change it now. At export cannot be applied to a constant. Okay, yeah. So I've now set my damp force to be a constant value. My code is clear. Does it compile? It compiles. It can run. My velocity is a constant too. Like, my velocity is not tripping. Drag force is equal to 0.5 times fluid density times velocity of an object for fluid squared times cross-sectional area times drag coefficient. Yeah, see, that looks like a lot more like it. And, like, I'm just going to yank that and paste in the code base in case I ever want to go more serious with this. But, like, yeah, like, that, to me, reads much more constant. And that frickin' square root right here, where is it? This square root right here, I'm pretty sure is going to fucking murder whatever, like, function is being done, right? Like whatever the calculation is. Actually, I have that equation integrated in my brain. Great! The issue is that either way, ultimately, it didn't work. So that's the fundamental issue that we're boiling down to right here. So that's where all this comes to a head. And either way, it's working now. So yeah, I'm good. We're grooving. Okay, now I can fucking move on. Holy shit. Now I can move on to other things that are going to be much more intriguing. So let's go back to the 3D scene. I'm just going to exit out to here. Alright, let's go back to player movement test. Let's see. Are we in the test? No. Where the heck is this whole scene living? Shown file system. No, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Test scenes. Okay, yeah, so we're just here. So then is this, no, that's 9. Test scenes. I'm gonna create a new folder. I'm just gonna tuck all this in here. Actually, no, I'm just gonna make this, what do you call it? A materials menu. Let's see. Create new folder. Materials. Alright, I'm gonna say, oh no, this would be in a misc asset folder. Remove. Miscellaneous assets. Let's create a new resource. I just want this to be a material. Material. IL. Oops. Whoops. No, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to do a fucking material. Why is that weird? I don't know. Create new resource. Material. Is there not like a standard 3D material? Makes sense to me. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Checkers. Checkers.triz. Let's see. Float drag equals that. There. Anyways. Sorry, 1 minus acceleration divided by max velocity. I mean, we got it anyways, so, like, it's done. Like, we don't need to worry about it too much more. Oh my god, why does it get so chunky? What happened to you? Is it because I'm not clicked into you? It's because I'm not clicked into you. I see, that's the whole macOS background rendering thing. Okay, so, very quickly. I'm just trying to think. So, they don't have a frickin'... what do you call it? They don't have a built-in texture thing. So what I'm going to do real quickly is I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to select like everything. I'm going to delete it. Then I'm going to frickin'... Why am I zooming in? Oh, there we are. There we are. You get rid of that outline. We're basically making our own source texture here, baby. Duplicate, flip on the horizontal. Let's see, FF0061, because I like that color. There we are. File, export into, yeah, 512 texture's fine. You can also be reduced way more. Yeah, perfect. I'm cool with 5 kilobytes. And then that wants to be all the way back in projects. So let's do that. Projects 09, wherever the heck that lives now. I forget the number for it. Is 09 higher than I thought it would be? 09 is not listed here for some reason. Oh, 09, there's 183. Let's see, and then it's like 09 game, and then it's going to be in miss assets. Let's just say missing. Missing.jpg. I should shove though, because not everyone no likes coding as much as I do. Lol. Nah, I mean, it's fine. It's just that, like, so I'll put it this way, is like, you seem to be much more buried in the math world. I don't have that. So, like, my entire issue is that, like, anything you describe is going to be effectively kneecapped, because I don't it's the fundamental issue of that, like, I know I'm not, like, stupid, right? But I don't have the vocabulary for it. I think CGP Grey said this, where it's like, don't underestimate your audience's intelligence, underestimate their vocabulary, right? And I think that's a fucking great thing to do, because most people aren't that stupid, but a lot of people do have an issue with vocabulary. Like, if you say something like politics, everybody will have a different meaning of politics. It is such an overloaded term, right? So, in that same meaning, that's sort of the issue that I'm having, is that you might be communicating in a much more sophisticated way than I am, but the issue is that I'm not getting it because my language is not sophisticated, like my spoken words. So in that happening, you might be, you will probably find it frustrating because we're not communicating in the same language. I'm attempting to communicate in, like, a much different way, like, and that's another issue. Function overloading IRL, yeah, basically, right? So yeah, so, like, it's one of those things where, like, you know, it's like, it's nothing against you, it's just quite literally, like, I have always struggled with definitions too, which is something that's, like, worse, because I will always look at, like, any definitions and my eyes will, like, start to gloss over, right? Like, that's, like, I'm not saying it's a good thing, I'm just saying that's what happens to me. So, yeah, again, that's just what sort of happens, and it's just like, okay. So let's apply checkers to this. Yeah, checkers. Checkers! Let's see, I want to adjust this texture. And then I want to say that the scale is going to be 10 by 10. Yeah, that makes sense. And then now this whole plane I want to scale up to, like, I don't know, like, say, like, 50 meters. There we are. Maybe we should go even more aggressive with that. I think I'm making maybe 100. I think 100 might look okay. 100. There we are. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, this, as I'm sure you can tell, is not meant to be, like, a realistic texture. This is just meant to be, like, okay, like, let's just get a sense of, like, speed and scale and stuff. Okay, I guess the collision got ignored there. What? Oh, no, it's because I think I know what it is. I think it's because the scale of this thing got... No, it's only 50-50. It has a static body. It has a collision shape. Oh, okay, because the collision shape is not matching. So instead, what I should do is I should instead set this to 1 by 1. Not 2. 1. 1 by 1. There we are. And then I don't know if caps lock is on or not. I can't tell. Caps lock? Caps lock? Caps lock? Caps lock. Okay. Never mind, you got it. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. I got the brains. Excuse me, collision box. Collision shape 3D, please. Collision shape 3D, please. Let me click you. There we are. So I want you to just be 1 by 1. There we are. And then now I just want to take that entire ground, and then I just want to... oh, it doesn't have a parent. Okay. Let's see. Is there like an add parent? Reparent to new node. Yeah. And that'll just be a node 3D. And then that node 3D... So it's going to be ground. This is ground. This is the mesh, right? Yeah, this is the ground underscore mesh. So that's gonna be the ground, and then for the ground, I'm just gonna say times like 50. 50. That's 30. I want 50. 50. There we are. Perfect. And then hopefully that doesn't look too high. It might be a bit too large because of the scale. I might have to make the Z scale a little bit finer. Yeah, so that upper scale is not looking correct. Let's see. So we have a max of about 7, 5, 5, 5, 5, 7. We got a bucks. Hee I can push the bucks. We were boxing. We were professional boxers. I don't know about that. With those eyes, you don't have space for a brain. Mean bully. Don't you know the brain is stored in the neck? Okay, let's see. So, I think I completely messed up the global gravity. Let's see. Apply root scale 1. Import skeleton bones, FPS. 30 FPS is okay for base reference. Meg Griffin. I like to think of myself more as a Crocker, thank you. Fucking ears on my neck. Unpack enabled, yeah. Okay, so I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that. Gravity? Physics 3D, gravity. -1, yeah, that doesn't seem right. Negative 9.81. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. That should be a lot better. Okay, that's linear, which bothers me a lot. I got a cube, though. And there's nothing you can do about it. Whack the cube. I push the cube. Haha. Okay, so that feels a bit sticky now. So that's good, but also bad, because I want more oomph. So let's go back to 9. We'll set their max movement speed to, say, 40? With an acceleration of maybe, like, 6. Let's try that. Yeah, okay, that seems to be okay. Let's see. And then I'm going to add one more thing before we move on to the camera stuff. So we have the movement, and then what I also want to do is, so there's all that. So I'm just going to make that a new function, which will just be func, trying to think of what to name it. That would just be, would that be lateral movement? I think lateral movement makes it, not lateral movement. I'll just name it movement XZ. Movement XZ. I'll take in delta, and then after I take in delta, I'll just basically yank all of that in there. Yep. So that'll be that. Hello, movement delta, or movement XZ. That should be capital, actually. Movement XZ. Then I'm just going to be passing delta into that. Let's see, so there's that. And then after I do... oh yeah, because I named it with lowercase, because I'm silly like that. Movement XZ is that. And then this will be movement Y. Movement Y. I don't really think I'll need to take in a delta. I'll pass in delta anyways, because why not? And then let's see. Func movement Y. That's just going to take in a delta. Then... okay, now I get to learn how to do a raycast in Godot, so that's going to be cool. Let's see. So, Godot raycast. So actually what I want to do as well is I'm going to say, node 3D, node, 3D, I'm going to name this, detection, detection, and then I want to basically add child node, which will be another node 3D, and then, jump underscore raycast underscore start, and then duplicate, and then you'll be jump raycast underscore end. Why raycasting? Because I basically want to see if the player's within range of the ground first, and then if they are within range of the ground, then boing. Yeah. I'm sure there's probably like an is grounded function that works better, but I prefer to write the logic myself so I understand it. Doesn't collide provide a boolean? Probably. But I don't know how to tell where that direction is and all that other stuff, and being realistic, I don't think a one simple raycast for a ground collision check that will be pressed once every, like, 10 seconds will be that worrisome. Let's see. So we're gonna go down. And let's say, like, right there-ish. Because that should be close enough for a ground check. Yeah, I think there. Because that should be forgiving-ish. And your center is, yeah. Yeah, I think that works. Alright, let's save that. Okay, now it's time to start reading documentation. Raycast, introducing. One of the most common tasks in game development is raycasting, is casting ray or a common shape object. Checklist what hits. This enables complex AI behaviors, AI, etc. to take place. This tutorial will explain how to do this in 2D and 3D. Godot stores all low-level game information in servers, while the scene is only a front end. In servers, okay, yeah, sorry, that threw me off for a second. While a scene is only a front end, such as array, raycasting, and general Lauren tasks, for simple raycasts like raycast 3D and raycast 2D will work, they will return every frame what the result of a raycast is. Many times, though, I should do this. Let's see, input dot, what is it? It's like action, or sorry, is action pressed. Is underscore action underscore pressed. And then I'm looking for jump. No, that'd be, move underscore y underscore pause. And then if that's the case, then, you know, things. And then here's a pass. Because it should return void. Let's see, so we're gonna go like that, and then we're just gonna say, hey, you return void. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that just to trick you. Okay, you're not doing that. Let's see, and then just if it's pressed, pound, raycast, and then I'm just gonna do like, self dot, linear underscore velocity dot, y is going to be plus equal to, I guess I should say equals 400. I don't know, we'll do that for now. Let's see, and then we'll do, let's see, at export var jump underscore force is going to be a float, which is going to be equal to 400 initially. And then after we do that, we can name this the jump underscore force. Let's see. Then I'll just do a quick print here. I need to make that double quote. Jump pressed. Okay, so let's see. So we got that. Yeah, okay, so there's that. Yeah, so then there's that.
The parameter of delta is never used. You mean to do this, then use an underscore. Fuck off!
Okay, so there's that. So then now we do new game, and I go like, boing. 400 is a bit much. Got it. Let's try maybe 40. I know 400 was a good value in Unreal. I'm not sure about this. I don't think that reset. I think I need to reset 9's thing. Oh, you did not save. There we are. Let's try that now, shall we? Because 40 should be a lot more reasonable. No? Okay, 4? I also have no idea what's reasonable. I don't have a sense of what values are fun in Godot yet. Why is the gravity so weird? The gravity very much should not be like this. I don't know why the gravity's being so weird. Did the gravity get reset? 9.81. Yeah, I can't tell you. Is it because there's no like gravity field here? Gravity scale 1. Why is that? New physics material. I don't know what you do. Rough shape, bounce. Is it maybe because I didn't have a physics material? Is it accidentally perpetuating the force of 4 after you jump? It might be doing that if I tap versus hold. Actually, that's definitely what's happening. But that's why I need to implement the raycast. But the gravity's being weird too, because it's like you can see this is not 9.81 meters per second gravity. That's just space. Which is very weird. You can even see that it registered only as jump once. Like way up here somewhere. I don't know where it is, but there's definitely jump in here. Like if I search jump, you'll see there's a lot of frames of jump, but there's not that many. Which is what's also tripping me out. So like, what the hell? Yeah, I'm still just in the void. I should definitely be grounded by there. So like, what? Linear, all that. Damp mode, combine, replace. Torque, yeah, that all makes sense. I'm not messing with that right now. Apparently Adam's tablet died, so they're just watching like the stream through like our DMs because I sent them a link to try to be like considerate because they're pestering me about streaming. Alright, what if I instead do not linear? Maybe I don't do equal. Maybe I just do like self.add physics impulse or something. No, that doesn't make sense. Isn't there like a underscore just pressed or something too? Is action underscore just underscore pressed. There we are. So let's try that. Not enough disk space to keep recording. Okay, that's fine. Get out of here. Oh wait, what? It's working there? What happened? What? It worked for like a quarter of a second. What? Underscore delta, underscore delta. Oh yeah, so it's just mad at me about not underscoring stuff. But like, what? So I just tap you once. You're like, what the hell is happening? What? And now it's just working again. Oh, is it because it's not pressed and like macOS is causing like some really weird physics stuff to happen? No. I just tapped it like once, like somewhat quickly. I wouldn't call it anything insane. What is happening with you? What if I do like WASDA? No, I'm just drifting off into space forever. Okay. Excuse me? Okay, sure. You know what? Let's just do this then. At export var gravity. Gravity. It is going to be a float equal to 9.81 times 2. Let's see. Are you sure you got some kind of gravity acting up in your character or something, trying to get the stupid stuff eliminated? I'm almost certain it's something like that. It's just so like right here, like what's bothering me is so if I clear this, so I'll go over this in just a second. So this is that is the last stupid thing I can like immediately think of. So we'll try it. So if I try press up, I'm still going off into space forever. Okay, so to run down the list, so if we go to project settings has default gravity applied. That should be 8.1 instead of 8, just because it's OCD. So we got that. If we run down this list, so the mass is set to 40 kilograms. Shouldn't really matter with gravity. Gravity is equal to 1. Mass distribution center. Deactivation, sleep, can't sleep, lock rotation. I have lock rotation enabled. Is it maybe because of the rotation enable thing? Because that's the only thing that I can think of toggled, that I've actually actively toggled with. Nope, not that. Okay. So then carrying on from there, freeze mode static, solver, no solver, settings change, those are all default. Velocity is default. I could change combine to replace, but I don't want to change that. Angular is all the same, constant forces. There's no constant forces, but I don't see why gravity wouldn't override that. Because in my mind, gravity should immediately override that, right? Or not be not override it, but like apply to it. I have angular velocities locked, but that shouldn't apply to linear velocity like gravity. Collision. It's just on the global collision layer. Visibility is on. Process is very high, which is all default. Physics interpolation is inherent. Yeah, pretty much everything's default. I haven't really messed with anything. I'm almost guaranteed, though, that if I set this to 9.81, this would probably be almost exactly what I'm looking for. That'd be my bet, at least. Nope. That's just ignoring that. Okay, let's reset you then. So mass is the only other thing that I've changed. So let's reset that to 1, I guess, and see what happens then. Nope, still doing the same stuff. I can wiggle, so that's cool, I guess, I think. Oh, Adam apparently has to be up at 6, so they're off. So, okay, well, have fun, Adam. Catch you laters. So the only other thing that I can think of that would be really catching me on this that I can think of is, like, the gravity here is being weird, but this is... So, like, this is being called per frame. So, it should literally just be taking, is it pressed, and if it's not pressed, then, yeah, do a thing. Adam saying no dying without you. No dying without me. Maybe. I'll consider it. No promises. The issue is that this should be immediately ignored. Whatever. I'm going to do the raycast logic, and then we'll see if the raycast logic fix it. It should just be something very simple, isn't it? So let's see. We're going to do... let's see. We'll do var... raycast underscore... rayvast. I'll do RC underscore start is going to be equal to dollar sign, what is it? It's going to be detection start, detection forward slash jump underscore raycast vast cast underscore start. And that's going to be like dot get global... Oh, no, it's just going to be global location. Unreal's messing with me. Global... No. Position. Hold What would this be? So I wouldn't be connect. It would be get underscore property. No. What else could it be? Would it just? I'm pretty sure it'd almost just be like position or something like that. I'm pretty sure the LSP is just messing up. So I'm just gonna go global, global underscore position, global underscore position. Just gonna delete that word and then replace it with an end. Yep, cool. Cool. And then after I get that jump statement done, then what I'm going to do is, okay, I see. So you're going down here because you were in the wrong spot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say if, oh, not that. I'm going to do this. That goes first. Let's see. So it's that. After I do that, then I'm just going to say, hey, let's see. So then I'm just going to go if, let's see. What's the function to do a raycast? Get world 2D dot direct state space 3D raycast query result dot that. Okay, so that's almost exactly what I'm looking for. So let's just yank and paste that basically. Okay, so direct underscore space underscore state. That seems weird. Why does that seem weird? The space state here is what's bothering me. Does it tell you why you need to get the space state? Space in the physics world, Godot stores all low-level collision physics in space. The current 2D space for 2D physics can be obtained by accessing canvas item.getWorld2D.space. For 3D, it's node3d.getWorld 3D.space. Okay, so I'm going to basically just yank and paste this because I don't know what else I would do. So I'm going to do frickin' that, paste it. I'm going to remove the physics process delta. I'm just going to say print thing. And then, let's see, we're going to do like that. And I'm going to rename jump press to jumping. Alright, so this is jumping. Let's see, yeah, I know you set the condition. If 1 is less than 0. Alright, so start space equals get world 2D dot direct space state. Okay, so that'd be get world 3D. Get world 3D. Why am I in insert mode? That's weird. There. So now we got the 3D space. Raycast parameters 3D. After the 3D create thing. So let's see. Search for a vector. Please. Why are you doing that? Search for vector. Go into there. 2F for one of you. Out. Okay. End the statement. So so these instead should be, instead of vector 2s, this should be RC underscore start, comma RC underscore end. Okay, so there's that. And then the result would be whatever that is. And what's the error I'm getting with that? Is never used. Okay. If let's see, I'm gonna rename it to RC result. Let's see, RC underscore result. If RC result is not gonna be doing a thing, what is the thing? If result, okay, yeah. So if RC result, just print jumping, and then do all that. So what I'm worried about now is can I do something like has tag? Collision mask, that can work. Intersection ray parameters can be used to be supplied. Direct space, create global position, target position. Collision mask. So, okay, collision mask and then self. I don't know why you have to pass self. But sure. So let's see. So then we can do something like, say, query is going to be that, followed by a comma space. Mask layer. Whoops, excuse you. Don't know why that happened. Let's see. Mask underscore layer. I'm just gonna make that a pound, and then I'm gonna go after that. Just do a reference to self because it wants self, which is weird to me, at least. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe just me, but I don't know. Whatever. Okay. So then from there, I'm then going to assign the Godot thing to use on the 3D space. I want the ground to take the layer of, not a visual instance, I want like a physics instance. Where's the physics instance? Because there should be like a layers setting for like what you're on. No, that would be on the collision, not the mesh. Static body, collision. There we are. And collision is what I'm looking for. Let's see. Process, editor, auto translate, physics description, thread group, visibility, transformation. No, okay. Is it on the static body then? Collision. There we are. So I'm gonna set collision to 2. 2 makes sense to me. Is the mesh instance 2? No, it doesn't seem like it's right to me. You seem like you do the one. Yeah, collision 2. So I'm gonna assign 2 to be the world space, I think. I'll make the character like 16 or something because that doesn't make sense. I guess I could use more than that, but 2 to me makes the most sense. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so I test for layer 2. Does the layer have a name? Product settings. Collision. Nope. Okay, so is there a change that I can set? Script, movie writer, naming, run, import, export, version control, physics, 2D, 3D. Does it tell me if it's a meter per second? Meters per second squared, okay. Linear damping, all that stuff, okay. Shader language, canvas item, shapes, formats, rendering. Okay, I don't really care too much about rendering at the moment. Internationalization, render scalar, GUI, theme. I do kind of want to change the background color. Let's see. Alright, LTSXR, navigation. That doesn't seem like it's anything bad. That seems like it all should be fine. Okay, so then how do I rename a layer? Here's in Physics 3D. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna name layer 1 global. Because I can always see a casual being useful. And then layer 2 I'll name world. I'm trying to think. So it could be like world, props, yeah. Change will apply to the editor after restarting. Yeah, I think that's okay for the most part. Man, imagine when all this coding is going to be over and I can just do art for the rest of the stream. Or not stream, but you know. The fun stuff. The visuals, the pretty stuff. Let's see, global props. I'm just trying to think of how I'd want to structure this because I know it's important to set this up properly. Props. I'm just gonna start throwing down things. Collectibles, interactables, collectibles, because those are two distinctive things, right? Collectibles, interactables. Items, I guess. Items. Enemies. Trying to think. Yeah, I think that's mostly everything. Let's see, players. I'm not too concerned as of right now for all the specific names. I'm just trying to make sure what I'm thinking of is like what I'm thinking of, right? Okay, like for context, I'm thinking of very clear, distinctive categories for this, right? Because I'm thinking like collectibles would be something like, you know, like, ooh, here's a note you can pick up type thing, like something that isn't essential, right? And then you have interactables, and an interactable would be like a door, right? And then you have like items, which would be something that you can actually pick up, like, and like pocket, that would like interact with your inventory, right? And then enemies would be, well, enemies obviously. Players, I'll do NPC. Or do I want to do entities? Enemies, players, and then I'm trying to think of like what like a neutral entity would be called. I mean, I guess neutral entity, neutral underscore entity. Neutral entities. And then like, yeah, I'm just running through the list. So like global would just be the catch-all for everything. I don't know why I would need a catch-all, but I can see it totally being a good thing. World would be, you know, the things that you could interact with in the world. Props would be stuff you couldn't. Collectibles would be, as the name implies, yeah. Players would be, I'm considering adding like some sort of like multiplayer function to this later, so that's what that would be. Neutral, I think it's NEU. I don't know how to spell neutral, honestly. NEU TR. Oh, that looks better. Neutral enemies. Maybe bosses. Bosses. Because yeah, bosses I can see being a distinct player group, right? Let's see. I'll reorder this later to be very clear. I'm just trying to think out loud right now. We got the bosses, which is going to be cool. What would go after bosses? I'm just trying to think. So we got the bosses I could see being separate. I'm going to name this like another layer, like vehicles, because I might implement some sort of like ride thing, right? You know, you hop in, you run around with it, right? I could technically name that possessables or mounts or something. I don't know. I think that's fine. Trying to think of what else there could be. Something like a cloud would be a prop. You know, like some leaves that you can't interact with would be a prop, right? Yeah, I think that's basically it. Yeah. I'm sure I'll add more. That's almost a guarantee. But I think that gives me a good enough foundation. So I think I'm going to pause here for the night. Just because, like, I'm gonna have to, like, format this stuff and then do a bunch of other stuff as well, too. So what I'll do is I will save this here. I'm gonna pause for the night because, as I mentioned, I'm gonna have to do a bunch of stuff, in the meantime. So let me actually get my little magical notebook of things and stuff. Actually, you know, I can do this on my little reminders app. So I'll do that on my reminders app after I end the stream. But yeah, until then, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks to all those who swung by and hung out. If you're doing this in the future, I have no idea why, but hey, cool, neat, appreciate you. And yeah, until sometime in the future. Catch you next time. Oodly toodly doodly 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 doo. Bye.